So, something I've been talking about on this channel for the past year now, and that is the indie game takeover. The great inheritors of the gaming industry. Every time I saw one of those gaming is dead videos, or those culture war videos, everything is woke now. Self-insert, DEI, Joanna Dark in your big ass jaw. Every video that covered game prices, just skyrocketing every single time. And I'm not even gonna lie, I join in from time to time to poke fun at the AAA game industry, but I'm always reminding people that even though this seems like it clearly points to a game crash, I don't think that would be the case. Because the game industry is so big now that it's not just one industry anymore. It's full of multiple different platforms and sectors. So if anything, if we lost the AAA industry, I think we would be completely fine, okay? We have the game preservation side of the industry, things like collecting and emulation. One of my favorites is the fan community side of the industry, full of modders and ROM hackers making fan projects with incredible levels of quality. And then the biggest one, and this is by far the indie scene. And this is the biggest reason why I think we would never see a video game crash, at least not like anything we saw in the early 80s. I think that's the first thing that people's minds wander to whenever they hear of a game crash. If anything, we wouldn't see a crash, we would see a great shift. And I think that's something we're seeing right now in real time. I want you to take a look at this. This is the 2025 Metacritic list. What do you see? First off, Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild. Really? Are we being serious right now? You shouldn't even be on here. They did not release in 2025. These are the Switch 2 editions. In reality, number one would be Hades 2. The highest rated game of 2025 is Hades 2, with a Metacritic score of 94. Then we have the fantastic Expedition 33 at 93. And yes, this is an indie game, made by an independent studio. That's what indie means. It was made by a little over 30 people, a very small team, and it was just crazy what they were able to achieve. Then you have Silksong at 92. The game I'm currently playing right now, it's probably the gameplay footage. I don't know. I record my audio and then the gameplay after. I have like 50 hours in this game. It's massive. The art style, the music, it's outstanding. And best of all, it's challenging. It keeps me engaged. It's the reason why I'm still playing it. Then we have Blueprints. I haven't played this game yet, but look, 92. Then we have Split Fiction at 91. And before you tell me, but Devin, Split Fiction was published by EA. It's technically a AAA game. But this game was developed by Hazelight Studios, which is an indie studio. So at the very least, you have to acknowledge that this game was made by a team of indie developers. Then we see our first AAA game of 2025 on here, Donkey Kong Bonanza. Indie games are absolutely dominating, and it's clear why that is. Lower download sizes, better optimization since they're not all using Unreal 5, no microtransactions, you literally just get what you paid for. Prioritizing unique art styles and fun gameplay. That's why. Everything that AAA publishers seem to be in opposition of. Just look at Borderlands 4, which is also on our list, at 77 with an 82. And why is that? Because I love Borderlands. Borderlands 2 is one of my favorite games of all time. So if we look at Steam charts on SteamDB, it had a pretty big all-time peak of over 300,000 players. It seems to be selling well, but it also has a lot of negative reviews. See, it's mixed. This game runs like shit. It's all I've been hearing about this game, is that you can't even get a stable 60 using 50 series graphics cards. You'll have to travel into the future and buy hardware that's not even out yet if you want good performance on this game. And everyone, including me, is just confused because this is it's a cel-shaded game. It doesn't even look realistic. Why are we even here? Why are we having this discussion? This game should be running well on low-end hardware. And that's the problem with a lot of AAA games. They aren't optimized. You hear that, Randy? You shouldn't be trying to optimize your game for the latest GPUs and then work from there. If anything, you should be optimizing for things like the Steam Deck, the Switch 2, the Xbox Series S. This game barely looks better than Borderlands 3. I'd argue there's no meaningful difference between this game and Borderlands 2, yet this game struggles on enthusiast level specs. Absolute disgrace. Just look at games like Silksong, absolutely destroying Borderlands 4 with an all-time peak of nearly 600,000 players. It even has more players playing right now, 148,000 players. Still playing Silksong. Hades 2, just released in 1.0, already has 100,000 players in-game, and it's overwhelmingly positive. Here's a game that just released not too long ago in early access. EA. EA stands for early access. I just got that just right now. The Skate reboot. I wonder what people think of this game. Oh, more mixed reviews. I wonder why. How about we go ahead and read a review? No, thank you. I would rather lick the paint off of my door than to see another loot box screen. Oh, I see. It's one of those. Okay. Skate did not need to come back. It didn't need any more sequels or remasters or remakes because despite its age, it was still a perfect video game, truly representative of its time and place. But the brand carries weight even after all of these years, and publishers like Electronic Arts exist these days solely to extract value from the things it owns. Just like a lot of other publishers these days, huh? Metal Gear Solid Delta? Did we really need a remake? Because I don't think so. The game is a marketplace shakedown in search of an audience. It's the hello fellow kids meme stretched over 8.18 gigs of hard drive space. Its writing sounds like something penned by a marketing intern after 4 cans of Monster. It's premise that an AI is following you around telling you you've unlocked a new tank top in the skate store. Closer to something Mark Zuckerberg would demo on stage than anything you'd associate with skateboarding. Because that's what Skate was about, right? Like, just tonally, in terms of letting this run in front of you, it's physically painful to sit through in a way I haven't experienced since the last time I subjected myself to NBA 2K career mode. Everyone you meet in this game feels like a theater kid improvising as a serial LinkedIn poster. The stages have the sanitized energy of an Olympics breakdance venue based on a Fortnite map. Man, this guy is really going in on this game. I love it. I hate everything about it. This game is deeply unpleasant to simply be around. And so the stuff it does do well, it's got blooper potential. The overall controls are similar to the original, and there are some interesting open world stages where you can pull off some incredible stunts. Don't matter. I will not talk about it here and will never explore any of that stuff because I would rather lick paint off of my door than to see another loot box screen or hear a robot tell me to collect my DAX prize package. And here's what looks like the loot box screen. The stuff that literally no one asks for. Probably the reason why EA is trying to whore itself out to private equity firms in Saudi Arabia. You heard me right, folks. EA is reportedly about to be sold at a world record $50 billion. The company that used to buy studios and cannibalize them is about to be bought and cannibalized. The great AAA purge continues, folks. It feels like the AAA gaming industry is being held together by super glue, duct tape, and GTA 6. You know, that's the entire AAA gaming industry. In my opinion, I'm not even hyped for GTA 6. To me, GTA, Rockstar in general, they're just overproduced, watered-down movie games for the casual audience. And I hope you have the storage space too, because this just in, GTA 6 file size leak might derail all of the hype. Considering how modern Call of Duty, Red Dead Redemption, and other large-scale AAA games have been packaged in recent years, it would be a safe bet to say that GTA 6 surpasses GTA 5's file size easily. A modest estimate would be that GTA 6 is around 200 or 250 gigabytes at least, with additional DLC or updates pushing it even further post-release. When I say GTA 6 is the entire AAA industry, I am barely being hyperbolic, because it most likely will be the only game you're even able to play on your walled-off garden you call a console. That is absolutely insane. And going back to indie games, let's look at Hollow Knight Silksong. You know, how big is that file size? In which, if you haven't heard the meme, is apparently the GTA 6 of indie games. That game is only 8 gigabytes. GTA 6 is going to be like 30 Silksongs in file size. Forget about games being too expensive, because you're not just paying with your money, you're not just paying with your time, you're paying with your storage space. It's not just about money that's making people leave the AAA space. It feels like everything about AAA games is a deterrent to their player bases, and indie games have none of these problems. If I were one of these big publishers, I'd be taking notes right now. Another game that's going to be releasing soon, Mina the Hollower. How much you want to bet that this game is less than a gig, just straight up, instant download? Because it doesn't care about being realistic, we can see that, or any of that. It's literally a Game Boy inspired game by the creators of Shovel Knight. Most likely just gonna focus on being a fun game. And that's all. That's all you need to do, AAA. Just make a good game. Just make a fun game. I promise you, people will buy it, especially if it's from a franchise they love. In unrelated news, let's talk about Nintendo, because I just heard some of the most wildest shit ever. Listen to this. And this has to do with a lawsuit, a potential lawsuit. This lawsuit could be like nothing you've ever seen before. I'm talking about the lawsuit to end all lawsuits. So if you haven't heard yet, ICE posted a video using the Pokemon theme song as a meme for deportation. And Pokemon did not give permission for ICE's deportation video. It says right here, Pokemon has said it did not give permission for the use of its theme song and other footage to be used in an ICE deportation raid video posted by the US government. We are aware of a recent video posted by the Department of Homeland Security that includes imagery and language associated with our brand, Pokemon Company International said in a statement to BBC. Our company was not involved in the creation or distribution of this content, and permission was not granted for the use of our intellectual property. You can already hear by the wording of this that Nintendo has a full-on litigation boner right now. First off, I don't want to get into the politics of this, but this shit is insane. There is no planet, no reality where you can tell me that that statement from Nintendo doesn't have the biggest, most blatant lawsuit energy ever. If Nintendo goes to court with the Department of Homeland Security and sues the shit out of them, this would be the most hilarious news of the decade. This is like the first Nintendo lawsuit where I'm actually rooting for it. Like, I just want this to happen because I think it'd be funny. It would not only prove how indiscriminately brutal Nintendo is with their IPs, but it would be more proof that our own government is an absolute joke. Left, right, and center. It's all corrupt to me, and I'm no centrist, I'm just a cynical bastard. Anyways, that's it for me. I don't think we're gonna see a video game crash. I think what we're witnessing in real time is a great shift where indie games inherit the game industry wide. And whenever you buy an indie game, whenever you support a small developer, it just means you're voting with your wallet. You're voting for better games. You're telling big AAA that you're sick of their garbage slop. And you're not gonna take it anymore. You're not a consumer. You're not a pay pig. You're not just a resource for them to extract. And the level of entitlement that they think they have over us, it's disgusting. But anyways, I'll catch you in the next video. Later.